Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Awaken. Welcome if you're new. I'm Emma and I make videos on intentional living, minimalism and life organisation and planning. In my last video, which is linked below, I shared with you my new personal budgeting methods in preparation for my first ever cash envelope stuffing, which is happening today. In today's video, guys, if you're new to budgeting or cash envelope stuffing, or your current money management methods just aren't working for you when you're looking for alternatives, this could be helpful to you. So, what is cash stuffing? It's a budgeting method that allows you to physically portion out your monthly income towards different spending categories, which is what I've done in my monthly budget sheet here in the last video. It's a simple concept really. You take a few envelopes, any will do, you can use paper ones, and you just write on them specific expense categories like rent, groceries, fuel, and then you put the money you plan to spend in each of those into the envelopes. You can decide how broad or specific you want to be. So for example, you could just have a going out envelope, or if you like visiting certain places, you could say, well, I'm actually going to have a cinema envelope and a theme park envelope. Or you could say, I just want a restaurant envelope, or I would like a alcohol and coffee envelope. So yeah, as I said, as broad or specific as you want. I could go on all day. It's entirely up to you and your needs. You can stuff your envelopes weekly, monthly, or as frequently as you receive income. Again, up to you and dependent on your own individual needs. So what are the benefits? Well, psychologically, most people find it more difficult, I know I do, to part with physical cash than to swipe a magic card. It forces you to think twice, and maybe the second thought is, and it has been for me, do you know what, I don't actually need that other item after all. So saves you money that way. And you're also able to limit your spending in different categories. You can see exactly how much you've got left in that category at any time. It all sounds great, but there are some downsides which I just want to point out, because this isn't for everyone. You've got to take time, quite a bit of time, well for me anyway, to plan how much is going into each category, which denominations you're going to need to withdraw at the bank, and you'll need to spend time on trips to and from the bank as well. So a lot of banks have shut down these days. It's mainly online bank, and how far is that trip going to be? You've got to ask yourself all these questions. And then you'll also have to carry cash around with you, and we know the dangers of that already. But still, for me, the benefits stack up much higher, and in all honesty, my previous methods for managing my finances have not worked well for me. I've ended up in quite a mess, and I'll share my experience in future videos. I can't afford to be in any more mess where money is concerned, and I'm talking financially or mentally. So, as I say, I'll touch on past experiences in another video. In my last video on budgeting, I broke down how much of my overall income would need to be withdrawn from the bank for cash stuffing, which was £1,220. And I also broke down how much I would be stuffing between this week and Monday the 3rd of January, which was 5 whole weeks. For this first of the 5 weeks, I'll be stuffing £540 into cash expenses. So essentials or things that I just can't avoid, and sinking funds, things that I need to save for, which will inevitably have to be paid for, like Christmas and birthdays, days out. Okay, so I've got folders for each of them, as you can see here, but before I go ahead and begin to stuff the money into the folders, I'm going to count it to make sure that I do indeed have £540 and there's no surprises anywhere. And also because I think it can be quite satisfying to watch as well. So here we go. In £5 notes, we should have £60. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. In £10 notes, we should have £140, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and 10, 20, 30, 40. Sorry guys, I'm getting a bit of a cold. In £20 notes, we should have £240, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40. And in £50 notes, we should have £100, so 50, 100. £540. Yes, guys, we have it. That's very good to see. I filled out my monthly budget sheet in my last video, so I've got that here to guide me on how much I need to stuff into each envelope. And so moving on to my folders, I'm going to start with the cash spending folder. This is the smallest of the two, as it'll hold less money compared to the sinking funds envelope. And also because I'll be carrying it around with me a lot as well. It needs to fit inside my bag or coat pocket. So I'll move this one out of the way for now to give us some room to work. So cash spending. I hope you like me folders and envelopes. I actually made these myself. It was quite fun to do. First category that I'll be stuffing is groceries. And I know from my monthly budgeting that I'll be putting away £100 for week one. £450 for the whole month, but £100 for week one. And that will be, put 50, a 20, 2 tens, and 2 fives. 50, 70, 80, 90, 5, 100. Don't really want to fold it. Looks all nice, doesn't it? It'll soon be spent. Aldi tomorrow. Really sorry guys, I'm sniffing away. I've got a bit of a cold. Diesel. So of the £260 that I budgeted for the month, I did say in my last video that £70 would be getting stuffed this week for diesel. So I'll use a 50 and a 20. Petrol stations are always busy places, so I just want to be able to give the cash and get out. Yeah, I'm wondering, because I'll be honest with you now, I've never really dealt with £50 notes, just how easy it'll be to exchange those notes, because I know some places are a bit funny, aren't they? They say, oh, we can't accept £50 notes. We'll see. Eating out. So of the £80 that I budgeted for the month, I am putting away £20 for this week, and I'll be putting that away in tens, I think. Yeah. So that could cover the cost of a McDonald's, or I don't know, a chippy tea, a Greg's breakfast, something like that. But where I've gone wrong is I've done all of those things every week, and I'm not going to do that anymore. It's one treat a week, I'd say, for myself and the kids. Which is good for our waistlines as well as bank balance or budgeting. Okay, kids' school. I'll be putting away £10 of the £50 that I've budgeted. And that is for things like my daughter's travelling to and from school. I'm going to put £5 notes in there. And also for some snacks for her as well. So the £5 notes will be handy. They both have packed lunches for school, so you don't need to take school dinner money, which is good. Kids' pocket money. So I've budgeted £50 for the month, and again I'll be putting away £10. Now that is just for things like them wanting to buy a drink while they're out with friends or going to the cinema. If, for example, my oldest daughter said to me at the weekend, oh, I want to go to the cinema, I'd obviously not really have enough money by just having £10 in kids' pocket money. So I'd probably have to take some from Days Out Fund or another wallet and move things about a little bit. This is my first week, so we're just going to see how things go. But already, knowing what my kids are like, I can see that being a bit of an issue, just having £10 away for pocket money. But it'll force me to question what it's for. And overall, them being given a certain amount each week will help educate them really on the importance of budgeting. Financial education, because they don't teach enough of it in school, do they? Car cleaning, so £30, that's for 2 valets. Now, I am going to be having 2 valets this month. I've already got a few days out planned that involve a lot of muddy boots and sand, so I'll be visiting some places on my National Trust Pass and some local beaches as well. So yeah, I'm just not going to have the time to clean the car. So for me, the £30 is, well, I can't say it's essential. You can have a dirty car, but I don't wish to have a dirty car. I'd use that time cleaning the car to clean my house, you know, first, because I certainly can't afford anyone to clean my house right now. So anyway, £30. So window cleaning, again, I don't have time for cleaning my windows, and it wouldn't be safe anyway because I've got some Velux windows in the kitchen which are hard to reach. £10 for window cleaning. So planned spending, this is one that I've just thrown in there. It's not mentioned on my monthly budget, but say for example, I'm going out, I just want to take this one wallet with me, this one folder should we say with me, but I'm planning to go on a day out and I'm planning to take £50 with me. Rather than have that £50 in a separate envelope, I'll just put it in here and I'll know what it's for. Hope that makes sense. And again, this is new, this whole experience, we'll see how it goes. It could be that I need different sort of method, I don't know, for the planned spending, but I think this should work quite well. If for example, you know, I was going to have my nails done tomorrow, I wouldn't want to carry my whole self-care envelope around. I mean, I'd only got £20 in, which is all I'd need, but say I had more in, say I had £100 for the month, I wouldn't want to carry the whole £100 self-care envelope around, so I'd just take the money out that I needed and put it in here. Hope that makes sense. Let me know what you think about that. So there's all the cash expenses stuffed nicely. It still fastens, we're fine. All done. And we'll move on to the sinking funds now. I can tell I haven't done this before, I'm a bit slow, aren't I? I'll speed up. Okay, so first sinking fund is Days Out, and I have budgeted £100 for Days Out, so I'll use 20s for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I don't need to fold it. Oh, it's better, isn't it? How nice is that? It's not folded. Gifts, I have budgeted £70 for this month, but I've already spent that £70 with my card on online purchases for birthdays for my dad, sister and brother, who all have birthdays in December, unfortunately for me. So yeah, there's nothing to stuff in gifts right now. Self-care, I have already had my nails done with money from last month's budget. It cost me £20. I get them done twice a month. So we only need to put £20 aside this month because they'll be due again. They'll need doing again in 2 weeks' time. So yeah, £20 for self-care. I'll take £10 for that. That's the only sort of form of self-care that I pay out for at the moment. My sister's a hairdresser, so she styles my hair. I don't have colour on it because it's really curly and frizzy, and it just makes it even worse. But I'll share with you some other time just some other things that I do for myself that have saved a lot of money on self-care. In health, I won't be putting anything this month, but that'll cover things like dentistry and prescriptions. Clothing, £115. We are coming up to Christmas, so I'll be getting the kids some pyjamas and also some clothes. So I'm going to put 20s in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 10 and 5, so that's 115. Should be counting out really, shouldn't I? Oh well, it's my first one, guys, come on. 115 in clothing. Benny, my puppy, £35 for him. That'll cover grooming and start off a little savings pot for any insurance excess, vaccinations or routine treatments. Okay, so 10, 20, 35 for Benny. Holidays, I'd love a holiday. I haven't had one for 2 years, but right now it's not a priority. If I can just put the odd little bit of money away there and get myself a weekend break in the next few months, that'd be fantastic. But we'll just have to see how things go. Christmas, I've already spent £580 on my card on online purchases for Christmas, so there's nothing to go in there right now. I will be budgeting for Christmas on a monthly basis over the next year, so this time next year I shouldn't have to worry about one big expense like that. Miscellaneous is what it is, and I have actually done this right. Go me. We have 5, 10, 15, £20 going to miscellaneous. That could be something that I dip into, like I was saying before, if I don't have enough for my kids' pocket money or something like that. It could be, oh, I don't know, the ice cream man comes around and I've got visitors and I want to get them ice cream. I don't even know. We'll see how that goes. Emergency fund, I would like to have an emergency fund of at least £1,000 for events like a essential appliance breaking down or something going wrong with my car, things that I have to pay out for. It's better to have an emergency fund than to say, oh, I'll throw it on a credit card, or I'll borrow it off friends and family, because then I'll just put myself into debt. And as I say, I have messed up big time in the past, but we're not going to go on to that just yet. So we're all stuffed for sinking funds. I feel organised now. I feel like I'm actually allowed to spend. I haven't wanted to touch this money, so I've probably saved a little bit of money between getting paid on the 28th of November and today. I've just avoided using any of the cash at all in preparation for this video. I'm so happy I've decided to give this budgeting and money management method a try, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to see how my first week goes, let me know by giving me a like or by sharing your thoughts. I'll be posting an update and stuffing again next week, so hit the bell button so you don't miss that, and subscribe for more content like this, planning and intentional living. Thanks for watching, guys, and bye for now.